And the Rockets already with their game faces on as they get off the bus. Gotta be geared up for these road games. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. But Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lopez.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
Now here's Lopez. Off target from outside. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Westbrook's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Rockets.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Here's Lopez. Takes the 3. The shot comes out. Bledsoe against Covington. Kicks it to Harden. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and they pick up 2.
Really enjoy watching Antetokounmpo show off his toughness. I mean, he's not a real thick guy, long, angular, and muscular, and much tougher than he looks. That's why I think he's able to overpower defenders at times.
Here's Tucker, following the basket by Giannis. And here's Westbrook from the arc, and another 3 for Houston.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's the pass to Middleton. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a 3 on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Here is Bledsoe. James Harden picking up that last basket. On the wing, Giannis. That one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
And with each season, Antetokounmpo continues to polish up his post game. He's got such a nice high release on his shot, and at his size, virtually impossible to block it.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And check out how high Covington gets with these alley-oops. My goodness, taking off like he's been launched by a rocket booster.
Here's Giannis, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Milwaukee the rebound. And that one's good by Lopez.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Now Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Bucks trail by 3. Giannis inside, guarded by Harden. Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Clark with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Milwaukee is exactly what a small market success story looks like.
Yeah, you know, a great eye for talent and also some good fortune in landing a player like Giannis in the draft. And small market teams have to home grow their superstars. Then they made smart moves surrounding Giannis with talent and an outstanding coach. The front office deserves buku credit for how they've turned this team into a finals contender. Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here is House, defended by Middleton. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Up top, Tucker. Let's go. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The efficiency of Giannis. Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. And for years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Rockets leading by 4. Harden with it. His point totals exceed any reasonable expectations. Somehow he's managed to average about 34.5 points a game. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Matthews. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. And again, the Bucks miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Westbrook, that time on the assist by Harden. And that's 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Middleton. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Matthews from the arc. Offensive rebound. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And that one misses.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
Now, here's Tucker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Middleton. Here's Lopez. Yep, that one goes.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. Shoots a three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bledsoe outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Buries the long-range jumper. Westbrook's got 13.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Lopez outside. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo up high to stop the alley-oop.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Harden against Matthews. Now, here is Harden. He's covered closely. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Outside Matthews. Middleton looking it over. Pass to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's 15 points for Giannis.
Only 1 miss in his first 8 attempts. Coming out of the gate strong.
And Westbrook, here we go. And he lays it straight in.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Clark, we're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And so it's Houston with it after the basket by Milwaukee. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Hill against Westbrook. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
He's off on the first.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Here's Lopez. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. The drive by Gordon. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
I like how Gordon stays low to the ground, keeps that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside, and excellent finishing at the basket.
Now here is Hill. No points in the game yet for him. At the top of the key, Lopez. The pass to Connaughton. Back to Lopez. He can't get that one. And Houston the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. And the basket by Gordon.
You cannot let Gordon get it going from the perimeter, Kevin. I mean, he's an incredibly consistent and persistent long-range shooter.
Here's Connaughton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. From deep. Carroll with the rebound. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Westbrook. He's got 16. There's 57 seconds left in the first. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist from Westbrook. Gordon's got his third basket of the night right there. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one, good.
You know, Hill is long and athletic, but deceptively strong, as he showed you there, using his body well.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. But they get it back. Here's Carroll. Misses from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Connaughton, guarded by McLemore. Passes it to Lopez. Rockets with the rebound. Last time they met in Houston.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We come back right after this. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
In a Greek way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So on the floor for Houston, Austin Rivers is out there with McLemore. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then there's Gordon, and it's Green in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's McLemore. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Bucket is good. Green's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Rockets. Hill passes to Lopez. He lobs it up.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
Pass to Gordon. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Hill. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. to the middle. Here's Lopez, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Houston.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
No good on that one. Well, we were asked this the other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch three-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Ironically, they're both on the same team, Kevin. I would start with Steph Curry. I think he clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most. And then I think Klay is just a notch or two below Steph.
I agree. Great backcourt. Lillard up in Portland, another one. I mean, there's so many great ones in the NBA.
Yeah, Lillard would certainly be on the three-man list for sure.
Now here's Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Green, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Hill. Great D that time from Green. Houston leading by 9. He kicks to Rivers. Back to Green. Over Hill. And the shot is long. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Williams dishes to Hill. Poked loose. Green with the ball. Williams picks him up. Green against Williams. Makes it off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 9. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Rivers against Hill. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Man, you got to love how precise Hill is and proficient he is with the floaters. Makes them nearly impossible to block with how fast he gets them off.
Now here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Houston moving it around. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill. The Rockets also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Green. Daniel House comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's James Harden in for McLemore. Now here's Harden. Here's Rivers. The Rockets again can't hit.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now Williams. James Harden missing on the 3. Williams scanning the floor. Kicks it to Middleton. The feed to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
The big fella with the big finish. Lopez rocking that rim.
Up top, Rivers. Guarded by Bledsoe. Williams against Rivers. And Tucker has it in the corner. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Korver. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the...
Oh my
great
goodness! That was special. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown. Well, you know, how can you not get excited about the way P.J. Tucker plays defense? Takes on all comers. Great intensity. He really is the leader of his team defensively.
Here's Bledsoe, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, Bledsoe is not a big guy, but he's got big boy strength. He's a powerful combo guard and can convert through contact.
And with Tucker Clark in his defense, he'll pump his team up with his play.
You know, that's a big reason, guys, why he sees so many minutes every game. I mean, his rotations are on time. He's got excellent hands, which allow him to force turnovers, but I think it's his intensity that sets him apart.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
Now, here's Covington. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
Yeah, I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And the pass to Middleton. Clock at 6. Pass to Matthews. Fires the 3.
You know, it's awesome to see Harden giving his all on defense. That's been an area that he's needed to improve on. Really making an effort to stay with his guy.
Houston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to House to the wing right side. And Tucker kicks to Harden. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Lopez, no luck. Rockets leading by 3. Down low. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Craig, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message.
Well said, because it really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see from the guys on the bench, when they get pumped up like that, I think everybody gets pumped up.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Ilyasova comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Houston. Here is Harden. 13 points in the game. Now here's Westbrook. House, the pass to Tucker. Here is House. Harden outside. Jacks up a three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Matthews, no one around him. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Outside Westbrook. Houston now working with the new shot clock. It's good. Tucker's got his first 2 points.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
And Matthews kicks to Connaughton. Bledsoe outside. Floats one, and the layup is up and in. Bledsoe's got 5 points so far.
This is what Bledsoe loves doing. I mean, penetrating, probing, finding his way, looking to get close to the bucket. That's when he's at his best.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And here is Ilyasova. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender, who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Free throw, good. Matthews.
Guys, Wesley Matthews is a pure shooter, a long-range bomber who also plays lockdown defense on the perimeter. That's a heck of a combination.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've led by as much as 10. Covington in the corner. Here's the three. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight.
Man, nice perimeter shooting by Robert Covington. Just has such a really aesthetically pleasing release on those long ball attempts.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 22. Good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston.
And a chance here to see where the Bucks currently sit in the NBA statistically.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
Now here's Westbrook. 21 points in the game. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
So it's the Bucks now. Bledsoe dishes to Giannis. Bucks passing it around. Connaughton passes to Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. Kept alive. Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. Here's Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Houston. Out to the right wing. From the corner. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And that one drops. And that's now 7 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Westbrook. The Rockets with another miss.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the dunk by Giannis.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, he can flat out dominate games at times.
Here's Westbrook. A shot off that time. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Westbrook. Trying to get something going. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
That one falls. Ilyasova's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 21. 4 on the clock. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 26 points, 3 assists, and a monster amount of rebounds. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Now here's Bledsoe. Dishes it to Middleton. And they double up Giannis. Bledsoe right side, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the inside. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Now here's Giannis. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. A pull-up. Count that one. Covington's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Bledsoe looking around. Sweet little floater. Bledsoe's got 11 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Chris Middleton. Left side, Westbrook. House kicks to Harden. Shot clock at 5. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Now here's Westbrook. 23 points in the game. Second shot opportunity. Chalk up 2 there. Westbrook's got 25 points in the game.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Bledsoe finds Lopez. Fires the 3. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 5 assists in the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Tipped away. Now Tucker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Harden outside. The 3. That one misses. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Bledsoe right side. Over in the corner, Matthews. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Marvin Williams is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. McLemore has come in for Daniel House. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Hill against Rivers. Hill drives in. Count it. Hill's got 6 points.
And you can just see it in Hill's eyes how badly he wants to finish near the basket. The defense throwing a lot at him, but he still gets the job done.
Rockets trail by 9. Rivers scanning the floor. Eric Gordon on the wing. 12 points for him. Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. McLemore, the pass to Tucker. Green goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
The first free throw is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And Jeff Green drops them both. Milwaukee leading by 7. Hill passes to Lopez. They get a hand on it. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And a miss there on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hill passes to Lopez. Green against Williams. Green, no luck. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6 man for the rest of his career.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Chris Middleton. Right around 21 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And the first one at the line is good. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Both free throws good from Green.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Here's DiVincenzo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's McLemore. The Rockets with another miss.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Milwaukee with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Green against Lopez. Can they get it? And it's Rivers with the rebound. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 3-point game. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Marvin Williams. You know, at this point in his career, Austin Rivers has proven how deadly he can be as a weapon, Clark, off the bench.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I like the energy that Rivers comes in with. I mean, he pushes the tempo and looks for his shot as well. And I think he can play either guard spot effectively.
And the first one drops. And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Hill. Now the pass to Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Hill, no good. Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Rivers. And it's all evened up.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Hill against Rivers. Passes it to DiVincenzo. That's tipped. Here's Hill. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hill's got 4 points this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Back to Rivers. Outside, Green. Shoots over Korver. Green, no luck.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And stolen by Gordon. There's McLemore, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's DiVincenzo. Inside. Here's Lopez. It's rebounded by Houston. Carroll's got his 4th rebound in this one. Korver against Covington. Now the dish to Westbrook. Three-pointer on the way. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Here's Lopez to the paint. And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 1. Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-6 run. Gordon kicks to Westbrook. Gordon with it. He's got 12. And it's off the back rim. No good. Korver against Gordon. Korver passes to Ilyasova. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. Carroll with the rebound.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Here's Covington. Rebounded by the Bucks. 1:35 left in the third quarter.
And now look at Robert Covington. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Third in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. That free throw, no good. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis comes in for Ilyasova. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switch here also for Houston. Harden's checked in. And he sinks the second. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. Outside Gordon. Pass to Covington. Harden scanning the floor. For 3, Westbrook. No good that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Now here's Westbrook. 25 points in the game. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Oh, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. And he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
But they'll get another chance. Outside for Bledsoe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 14 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Wesley Matthews checked in for the Bucks. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Daniel House has checked in for Damari Carroll. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The shot's good from Westbrook.
You know, Robert Covington is a decent passer at his position and has a good feel for when to share the ball.
Lopez dishes to Bledsoe. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, they get it back. Lopez, it's off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Bucks leading by 5. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's House in at the power forward. Here's Connaughton. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Pat Connaughton. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets trail by 7. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Offline with his 3.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Matthews. Fires for 3. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Remarkable poise from Wesley Matthews. Looks like he's very comfortable shooting as soon as that ball hits his hand.
Outside Gordon. 3-pointer. Rebound, Milwaukee.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Here's Matthews. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now a 12-point Bucks lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The Rockets with another miss.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
And good that time.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Big difference in second chance points, and that makes it tough.
Now here's Westbrook. Over Bledsoe. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tucker's checked in. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Covington in the corner. They need this. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. Over Bledsoe. The Rockets with another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Westbrook. Trying to end the drought. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Free throw good, Westbrook. Here's Giannis. Bledsoe outside. It's Matthews on the wing. Lopez outside. Clock at 6. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Westbrook. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe. Mark the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to.
Shots good by Middleton.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Milwaukee leading by 18. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now Covington defending. In the corner, Middleton with it. From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists here tonight.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Now here's Westbrook. Harden outside. Good D by Matthews. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. He gets that one.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Lopez. Second chance shot, and Giannis will weigh it in. Antetokounmpo's got 38 points.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Boy, you can get a lot of momentum, Greg, getting a timely offensive rebound, and they've had more than their share. Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Westbrook against Bledsoe. Here's Lopez. Nailed from three-point land. Lopez has got 5 points now this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Fast break, Milwaukee. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right. I
said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
And there's the pass to Cephalosha. 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. And it's sent back by Lopez. Now the Bucks moving it up. Giannis with the ball. Bledsoe, good look. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 8th assist in the game. Ball stolen. And here we go, the Bucks running again. Here's DiVincenzo. Basket counts.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Rivers. Chandler trying to free himself up. And the rejection by Giannis. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And here's McLemore, just 5 to shoot. Over Williams. Another miss by Houston.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Cephalosha following the bucket by the Bucks. To the inside. Chandler, the pass to Caboclo. From deep. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Lopez. Over Chandler. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Houston's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Now Rivers. He kicks it to Cephalosha. 6 to shoot. Passes to Caboclo. Will it go? There's McLemore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Lopez. Outside Williams. Pass to Brown. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore. What a jam!
Are you kidding me?
Nasty. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And it's the Rockets on the break. Lays it up and banks it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Williams. 1:53 left to play in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
And he's good on the second. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The pass to Cephalosha. Back to Rivers. Chandler scanning the floor. To the middle. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Chandler.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Milwaukee's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And they're going to close them out here for the second time this year. This gives them a season series lead of 2-0 with just one game left to play against the Rockets.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Hill.
You know, the former late first-round pick, Hill, has really developed into a reliable shooter and wing defender. He's got good speed, gets to the rim with ease, and passes the ball well, too.
Rivers can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense did give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's DiVincenzo, guarded by McLemore. Just 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Dante DiVincenzo. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rivers. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Wesley, nice win after the last loss. How important is it to win these home games?
We need all of them. We need every single home win we can get. And like you said, it was a good bounce-back win for us. And we got to get ready for our next game.
Great job, Wesley. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.